Good morning to all my dear class 7 students. Welcome to English literature class. We are continuing with the same chapter, the poem Meadow Surprises, and this is last part number 4. This is conclusion part, and before starting this part, I'm going to show you 3 photographs. This is a small stream. This I have taken photo. I myself have taken the photo when I was walking by a meadow. The place where I stay, there are a lot of greenery, lot of grass, lot of plants, flowers. So I just taken 3 photos. You can see one small river flowing, the nice river. You can hear a beautiful sound. Right? This is a beautiful small stream. The next page, this is, you can see flowers, beautiful red flowers, and you can see a small butterfly. I will just expand and show its 2 wings. You can see, correct, that black wings. This is what is there. I will show this one. You can see the wings. So it was, what it was doing, it was resting and it was sipping the nectar, correct. I'll show one more photo. This you can see, this butterfly is very clear. See, this is also sitting on a small flower and it was also sipping the nectar. So like this, wherever you go in our own villages, in all the villages, we see lot of greenery, lot of plants, grasslands. So when you walk through, you can always enjoy the nature. You can see some small animals, you can see butterflies, you can see insects, you can see houses, so many things you can see. So the same thing the poet has also told, wherever you go, what is important? We have to look at it, we have to discover. And also we should not destroy the nature, we should not destruct. There should not be any destruction. As we go through this chapter, this part we will see further. Now let us start this video. In the last video, we discussed questions given in textbook. Hope all of you have completed the answers. All are very easy and we will see when the school reopens. This is the conclusion part. We will review the learning objectives. Before we start, again, one more. There is a small poem by Annie Wrench. Read and enjoy. The wind and the grasses were having such fun. I saw them all tossing their heads in the sun. Tossing means just shaking their heads. The wind, he was teasing and tickling them so. The grasses were shrieking with laughter. Shrieking means making loud sound. I know. So jostling and rustling, just hitting each other and making sound. They swayed to one side and all the whole field of them laughed till they cried. So they were laughing so much and they started crying also. It is just to show that in the sun and the wind, how the plants enjoy themselves. That is what is the meaning of this story with this poem. Small poem just for enjoying, just for reading and enjoying. This is not for any test or exam. So you can just pause the video, you can go through if you want again and then go to the next page. We'll move to the next page. So let us check whether we have learned what we wanted to learn in this chapter. As usual, I will be showing in the green colors first what we first saw in the first part. And before going to the next page, what I have mentioned as learnt in this chapter, whatever we are going to see is just a small list. Each one of you have learnt more than what is mentioned by me. I am very sure. Definitely you would have learned much more than this. You can note all such new learnings in your notebook so that you can follow them whenever you come across similar situation. Like as I told in this chapter, that when you come across any grassland, any green field, any park, any agricultural field, you can always go through and enjoy and also see that we are not destroying the nature. Similarly, if you see the last chapter, a letter to the mother, a letter from the mother, we saw what all values we can learn. So this whatever list, whatever I am showing as learnt is very, very small list. I am sure each one of you would have learnt much more than what I am writing. Now we will see the learning objectives. So first we showed gain some knowledge on nature's gift in meadows and how to find them. We have learned that in meadows there are many surprises like beautiful plants, velvet grass, buttercup, dandelion, Insects eating, we saw butterflies sipping nectar, small animals enjoying, we discussed about rabbits sitting still and then hopping, then animals, birds and insects building their houses, then small stream. So many things are there. Again, this is a very, very small list what the poet has given. We have learned that by looking and listening well, we can discover many such surprises. Right? Before that, we will not know. We were just going and crossing so many green area, so many park. We never thought, yes, there are so many surprises. Correct? This we have learned from this poet. The poet has taught us how to enjoy this. That is by looking and listening well. We have to keep a keen eye and a sharp ear so that we will be able to discover all such surprises. We have also understood the meaning of some few new words. We saw some new words through which we have understood meaning of them. So now you can note down this and also note down whatever you have additionally learned, additional knowledge you have learned. After you note down this, then we can go to the next page where we will see the skills. Improve learning skills by dividing the poem into parts. So we have improved our learning skills by dividing the poem into parts, by checking the grouping of sentences and rhyming words. So we are able to group the paragraph. Each paragraph you are able to check this whether how the poet has grouped the sentences, and also we check the rhyming words through which we are able to improve our learning skill and memorizing skill. Learn some values on how to take care of our environment. Through this poem, we have further understood that nature has so many things. Correct? We already know, all of you already know nature has so many beautiful things. We have learned some more through this poem. Our duty is to not disturb nature. Now this is very important, right? Remember that we should not disturb nature and at the same time do whatever possible for it to continue the same way it is now. So wherever you see nature, let us not destroy this and see that how we can help it. Help it so to remain in the same way, or if possible even further improve it. So after you note down, we can go to the next page. We'll move to the next page. Now comes to the important point of this particular chapter, the whole poem. Two things we have seen: discover nature, don't destroy nature. The poet has repeatedly mentioned how to discover the nature. In the last part, in this last couple of pages, we have also seen that we should not destroy the nature. So look around wherever you go and discover what nature has in store. So whenever you go to any such place, a park, even not only park, even any new place you are going, you can always discover some important things that the nature has in store. Everywhere nature has got unique things wherever we go. And do not destroy nature. Most important, what we can do, how we can help not destroy the nature, by using environment friendly items. So wherever possible, we should use only environment friendly items. One example is, instead of a polythene cover, polythene bag, use a cloth bag. So that cloth bag can be washed and reused. We can repeatedly use the same cloth bag, whereas the polythene bag we cannot use, and ultimately what will happen? Yes, it will go and choke the drainage, or sometimes even we have seen cows eating them and dying ultimately. So these two important things we should remember. That is what we have learned from this chapter. Note in your notebook, what I want now is any two environment friendly items which you use today. I will check this with each student when the school reopens. Note down, today you have seen this video, so please use any two environment friendly items. One item I have already told. Each one of you can always, when you go to a shop or when you do something, you can always use a cloth bag instead of a polythene cover. When a shop person says, take this in the polythene cover, you say, no, I already have a cloth bag. So you take things, vegetables, fruits, any groceries, anything, take a bag with you and then ask the shop person to put in your bag, bring it home, wash it and use it, and again you can use the bag, reuse the bag. Right? So like this, I want each one of you to use at least two environment friendly items today, so that when the school reopens, I am going to check each one of you what you have used. Okay, so let's move to the next page. So in this video, we were able to discuss the conclusion. We reviewed the learning objectives. Yes, we wanted to, whatever we learned, whatever we decided to learn in the beginning, we were able to learn knowledge, skills and values. And most important, we have also learned discover nature and don't destroy nature from this chapter. And this is the last part, so this next video is not applicable. We will see the next chapter whenever it comes. So few questions are there, 5 questions. As usual, pause the video, note down the questions, and then answer the questions. That's all for this video, and thank you each one of you for patiently listening to me all the 4 videos and having understood, and I hope all of you enjoyed listening this chapter. Hope all of you have learnt whatever you wanted to learn before starting this chapter, and continue to practice this chapter as you have already done for other chapters, so that you remember this very well and also score good marks in the exams. That's all. Thank you once again.